Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video and happy Sunday if you're watching on Sunday, and if not then happy whatever day of the week you are watching. I'm not going to lie, I am a bit of a crazy person today. My original plan was to upload the review video of the Holbein luminous set of 12 watercolors, which I've got here, and you could probably tell through the mess on my desk that that is what I have been working on, and I've been recording it this week, but I just can't. I want to include a nice detailed review, and I want to do a couple of artworks with them, and I've done lots of swatching and color mixing and everything. It's all behind here, so you can't really see, but yeah, it's all behind this page. But yeah, so that's what I originally tried to get out for this video, but that's going to have to be pushed to next week, either Wednesday or Sunday. Hopefully Wednesday. But we'll see. So I just want to include lots of information about the luminous watercolors and everything. So it's just taking a little bit longer. So today I'm just going to tidy my desk up. Tidying my desk probably should have been something that I should have done before I pressed record, but I've already warned you that I'm a bit of a crazy person today. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is fill a page in my handmade Arrtx watercolor sketchbook using one of April's palette prompts. So if you don't know, then I release 8 new colour palettes every month on Instagram. I make them with royalty-free reference photos, and then I post them for you to use as inspiration in your own art. And this month, there isn't really a theme this month, but I just chose colour palettes that I thought really encompassed spring vibes and spring colours. So I guess the theme is spring vibes. And I haven't actually done any of my own palettes for quite a long time. And so I'm really looking forward to, at the moment, just sitting down and recording this video and just kind of relaxing and taking 45 minutes or so for myself today, because I'm trying to do a million things at once at the moment, and it's getting the better of me, I won't lie. And then I decided to tell you all that my shop update would be the 11th of April. And now I'm rushing around and trying to get everything I need done for the shop update. But I can't be more excited about that. So perhaps we can talk a little bit more about that as we go along. So what I'm going to do is show you the book that I'm going to be taking inspiration from today. And then here I've got my April colour palette. So hopefully you can see my iPad screen because it's full of dust and fingerprints apparently at the moment. I haven't really touched this for a while. I missed March with the colour palettes because I went on holiday and then I totally forgot about them. So we've already done January, we've got February's palettes over on Instagram if you want to check those out. And then this is April's palettes. So there's a few here that I really love. I hope you can see them okay. I love this one. This is one of my favourites. This is another fave. I just thought all of these colours on these palettes really evoked spring colours and spring vibes, and it's so warm today. I'm filming this video on Friday and it's actually 20 degrees Celsius in the UK today, so it's our hottest day so far. So I've got the shorts out. So I've got a little Easter themed one here, which I like this one. I think I'm feeling this one today though. I really fancy the orange vibes. Could be this one, or what's another option of what I could do today? This one. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do this one because I fancy working with some nice the nice greens there. So I'm going to use this colour palette. In this book, I already know which picture that I want to do because I want something that is nice and quick and easy and just makes me happy. So if you don't know this book, it's the Creative Abstract Watercolour by Essoldo Design, and her name is Kate Rebecca Leach. Someone's walking around outside, so my dogs could my dogs could definitely bark. Okay. So yeah, I absolutely love this book, and this, right, put this over here for now. This sketchbook that I made it around September time. Was it September? Yes, 27th of September was my first painting in here, and I have mostly done artworks from this book. So I've been really inspired by this book. These ones were myself, but yeah, this one was from the book. This one was inspired by the book. This one was, so I've done a lot of different artworks from this book, and I just find it just the most mindful, relaxing, loveliest way to create art, and I've been really missing it again lately. And I've also been missing my Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolours, so that's what I'll be using today as well. This is like one of my absolute favourite ways to create ever. So using a colour palette, matching the colour palette to my Kuretake Gansai watercolours, and then choosing a lovely abstract project out of this book or other books like it. So I just got this one recently. Well, not recently, I got it for Christmas, but I haven't even hardly looked at it yet, because as soon as I got it, I was like working on more mixed media art in my other sketchbooks instead of just my watercolors again. So we've got lots to be working on in this book. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's the same sort of style as the Creative Abstract Watercolor, which is here, but you know, different projects. It's all abstract, it's all it's just lovely. There's lots of lovely different kinds of projects in here, and then you can use these projects to inspire your own. So when I was working my way through this one, I got so inspired by all the different projects that I ended up just creating loads of my own ideas in this book. So when this sketchbook is finished, which it nearly is, there's only like 3 pages left, and 2 of those are going to be the Holbein luminous watercolor pages. So next week probably I'll be able to do a sketchbook tour, so that'll be my first ever sketchbook tour, which is like the most exciting thing ever. So let me show you the project that I want to do today. It's going to be this one, the concentric circles. I've done a few of these in this sketchbook, which I'll show you in the sketchbook tour, and each time I have just loved doing it. It's just such a simple way to play with a colour palette and just to explore how your colours work together. You can do some mixing, you can make lots of lovely blooms, and yeah, it's just really fun. So this is what I'm doing today. And so I'm going to put my book over here just so I can get inspired. And we're going to choose some colours. By the way, this book, this one here is called Mordern Watercolour Workshop, and it's by Pooja Kenjale-Umrani. So sorry if I haven't got the name right, but I'll link books and everything in the description. I'll link everything that I used today in the description, so you can check anything out if you want to. I've actually had this page prepped and ready to go for ages now and just haven't done anything on it. I've also got the tape already on my pages that I'm using for my Holbein watercolour video, because I'm halfway through that video, but I just know that I won't be able to get it out for Sunday, and I said I want to do 2 videos a week in April, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not letting myself down on that. Right, so time to pick some colours. I think what I will do is put the colours here, and then I'll put the colour palette this side of the screen so you can see which colours I'm choosing for it, in case you want to have a go yourself or anything like that. So this is the Kuretake Gansai Tambi Art Nouveau set, and you can see that it's becoming very well loved. I haven't used these colours for quite a while, but they really are some of my favourite watercolours and favourite art supplies. For the red, I'm going to go into my bigger set. So I've also got the 48 set here. I'm really trying to make space out of no space. This set is not so well loved. I've used a few colours, but not loads at the moment. So we'll start off with the lovely red colour in the top. What colour would that be? I think I'll just choose red. It's more of like a pinky red, so maybe I could do rose madder or carmine. Perhaps carmine, I think. And then I think I'll be able to get all my other colours out of the Art Nouveau set. I honestly think if I had to recommend either the Art Nouveau set or the bigger 48 set, I would 100% recommend the Art Nouveau set. Out of all the colour palettes that I use and play with, I mostly use the colours in this set. So they're not going to be exact or anything, but that's okay. They don't have to be exact. So I really actually want a mixture to create the second colour down on the colour palette. I actually want a mixture of these two colours, but I think I'm just going to choose the one because I don't want to make this harder than it needs to be, you know. Next up, Ivy Green. I'll tell you all the colours in a moment. And then we're going to use my beloved Pea Green. This is one of my favourite colours. And then we've got like a really light beigey cream colour. And for that I shall use the Ecru Beige for that one. Come on. I just love how good all of the, like you could use any combination of any colours in this palette and it would always just look good, in my opinion. Okay, so we've got colours picked. Usually I would swatch these out beforehand. I've made a couple of videos like this where I swatch them out beforehand first. But I don't really have time for that right now, so I'm just gonna go straight ahead and start painting. I'll put them off to the side, get them prepped and ready to go with my little pipette. I want them to be nice and wet so I can get plenty of colour off of them. Okay, and we will start painting. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this in any particular order. Shall I put the red in the middle and then work my way out perhaps? I think I might do that. What paintbrush should I use? I want a nice big paintbrush. Got my Princeton Aqua Elite size 12 round brush. Yeah, I think we'll use this one. So I won't lie, now I've picked these colours out and I'm about to start painting, these kind of remind me more of Christmas than spring, but I think what I'm going to do, I've got this palette here that I was using earlier to do some mixes with the Holbein luminous watercolours. I'm just going to use what's on this palette to mix with these colours, just because it might make some more interesting effects. I think this carmine colour is quite perfect actually. So I don't want things to be too uptight or anything. I'm just going to go straight in. And do I love this colour. Oh, I think I forgot to say what all the colours actually were called. So, Potter's Pink 19. The top one was Carmine 35. Then we've got Ivy Green, Pea Green. I did say the names, didn't I? I think I'm losing my mind. Another thing I think I say in like every video, pretty much. So we do the next circle. So how are you guys? How are you enjoying the spring weather so far? What's the weather like where you are as well? So in the UK at the moment, the sunshine is shining and it is absolutely lovely and so well needed. It feels like it's been like an extra miserable winter this year. And so it's this lovely sunshine is just beautiful. It is the warmest day today. So we'll do this nice beige colour next. And I don't mind if this touches the inner circle a little bit. I think that would be quite fun actually. Bit of a yellowy beige colour. Yeah, I want it to like blend into the inner circle. I feel like I could just fill a sketchbook up with these circle paintings. I just think it's a really nice way to experiment with colour palettes. Perhaps this is why I enjoy working this way so much, because I don't have to think about what colours I'm going to use. I don't have to think about which design I'm going to do because it's in a book and my colours are in a palette. I can just open my page and go, you know? That must be why this is such an enjoyable way to work for me. So next we have pea green. I'm going to work my way out darker. It also always looks really good when you take the tape off this kind of art. I think I have talked about the Creative Abstract Watercolour book in a lot of my videos. Not for a while, because I've been up to different things, been going through more of my different phases and stuff. But it's nice to be back to playing in here again. It's the thing that I think is quite difficult with everything I do is like I don't really have a niche. One minute I want to do watercolour, one minute I want to do mixed media art, one minute I want to do my pet portraits again. So I just thought like I would make this channel really all about just going with the flow. That's why I kind of just turn the camera on sometimes and decide what I'm going to talk about right before, like the morning of, because this video was not planned. This kind of video is not even on my list of things that I want to do. This is just I really want to sit down and relax for a little while and do one of my most relaxing kinds of paintings. And share the process, really, and not miss out on my 2 videos a week. So I hope you enjoy videos like this, because I sure do. Let me know if you do. I suppose these are like springtime colours, really. I'm definitely going to do some little dots in between the green here with the red and pink, because there's not quite enough of that in here for my liking. I'm going to give them a little mix. Haven't really got my palette on camera, sorry. I thought it would be on camera a little bit more, but it's not. So I'm going to put a little bit of the red here. Yeah, this is quite springtime actually. I feel like for Christmas the green would be a bit darker. There we are. Put a little tiny bit in that corner there. Do I want to drop in any more colours? I think I might drop in a little bit of the beige in here. I think that'll look nice. I love blooms. I've missed working with these watercolours actually. What I wish I might have done is, because I don't really like this here, not connected this. Could you have connected another one? What about if I connect I don't really know if that looks nice or not. It doesn't really matter though. Yeah, that green is like nearly dry, so I think there's a chance I'll regret this one. I'm gonna connect them two. Okay, so this is definitely wonky. There we are. That's what I wanted. Let's put some little dark spots in and around. Let it dry and see what happens. There we are. I think that'll do. I'm going to add some more of the red and that around this area soon. So I'm going to let this all dry. I'll let it dry naturally, because if you use a heat tool when you want like your cauliflower blooms to bloom nicely, it kind of ruins the natural drying process of the watercolour. So I'd rather leave it to dry on its own. It will literally be 1 second for you, but for me it's going to be about 20 minutes. So, well, maybe even less than that today, seems we've got nice hot weather. But yeah, I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, so I am back and it's actually the next day now. So I forgot yesterday that I had to take my husband to take his van into the garage. He's got one of those vans or cars, whatever, where everything is just wrong with it all of the time. So yeah, I had to go into the garage, so that ruined my little art time yesterday, but that's okay because now I can finally sit down again and do some art with you guys. So it's Saturday now and I'm still going to try and get this video out for Sunday. But before I carry on with this, I wanted to show you the pocket palette. So this is something that I have been working on for quite a while actually. I thought of the idea before Christmas, and ever since then I've just been slowly like experimenting with different boxes and stickers and palettes, whether matte or gloss or all that sort of thing. I've just been sort of going back and forth and trying to make them well, not perfect, but as perfect. Well, I don't know. I guess I love them, so I'm really, really happy with this, and I put a lot of time and effort into it as well. So I did show these off a little bit in the video, like my update video a few videos ago, and basically they are a little mini. So I'm not even sure how big. How big are they? Just under 3 inches by 3 inches, and the actual palettes are 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. They are, and I went with gloss in the end because I just thought that it made the colours pop out really, really lovely. Little mini colour palettes. So all the backs are the same, Little Arrtx pocket palettes, and then inside is 25 different colour palettes to inspire your art, and they are all from last year's monthly colour palette. So in December I asked you guys to vote for some of your favourite colour palettes that we put out last year, or that I put out last year and made, and these were all the favourites. And I think it might have been this one that wasn't one of the favourites, but this was my favourite, and I thought, well, seems I'm making the colour palette, so I'm going to pop this one in there because it was just, I managed to like make a really lovely colour palette to match this one, and I just thought it looked lovely. Oh, I think my ring light was shining on them then, but hopefully you can see them okay. So this box is all just inspired by, I guess you could say, the seasons, because I started the monthly palette prompts in August last year, I think. So we've got lots of summer themed, and then we go into fall, and then into like autumn, winter, like winter themed ones as well. So really, really excited about these, and the quality of the cards I'm just so impressed with, and I'm really, really happy with. So and hopefully I'm going to make more different boxes of these as well, so different themed boxes, but it's not something that I'll be working on just this second, as I am working on everything else right now. But all the boxes are like hand decorated by me. Each box will be a little bit different, and yeah, I'm just really, really excited about them, and I love the little match boxes. I think they're super, super cute. So they're just like, I wanted a way that I could have colour palettes that were a bit more portable, because I love my colour cube, the Colour Cube by Sarah Renee Clark. I really love that, and I use palettes from there often, although I haven't used them for a while, I will admit, because since I've been making my own palettes, there's just not enough time for like all the colour palettes. But I really wanted a way that I could have my own little box of tiny, tiny colour palettes to take with me, kind of like a deck of cards, you know, like a little bit more of a portable option. So that's why I decided to make the pocket palette. So I just wanted to show you these. These will be available on my Etsy shop. April 11th is going to be the day of the shop launch. I don't know whether I talked about this yesterday or not. I can't really remember what I even said to you yesterday in the first part of this video, so I'm going to apologise in advance if I am repeating myself. But yeah, I'd said the shop launch was going to be April 11th, and I only have half the journals ready for it, and I've even recruited my mum now to help me create something else. So I'll the sneak peek, well, it's not a sneak peek, I'm just telling you like a little spoiler, I guess, that I'm going to be making like matching pencil rolls for all of the art journals. So they will be available as well, and me and my mum's put a lot of time and effort into making the pencil rolls as pretty and perfect as we can get those as well. So I'm really excited about those, and I can't wait to see what they look like. But I just don't have time to make everything, so my mum is now has now been recruited to make the pencil rolls, as she's got a sewing machine and she's really good at that stuff. So it's going to be a little mother-daughter project, and I'm really excited about it. So all of this will be available April 11th, hopefully. All of a sudden I'm trying to do like everything at once, and it just feels like it's all gotten a little bit crazy. But back to the painting, like crazy in a good way, by the way. Like I'm very excited for everything, and I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to it all. Um, I just love making things. I love making little projects. I love making the art journals. I've had so much fun working in them myself, and the pocket palettes has really been like a proper little passion project. So, and I'm only going to have, I did say in the last video that I would only have 6 of these available, but I've just ordered a few more, because you guys have been saying that you would really like a deck. So there will be 12 available on the first launch of these. So yes, let's get back to the painting. I'm going to now go in with a little bit darker versions of my colours and create some nice little details all around. And I'll also be using probably a Posca pen, a white, that's not a Posca pen, is it? A Micron pen, perhaps. My white Posca pen, this is my favourite pen ever. And also gold. Should we do a little bit of gold? I think that'll be nice. My favourite as well, Arrtx gold gel pen. So it's just a day of favourites, really. I love my sketchbook, I love my paints, and I love all the tools that I'm going to be using to finish this picture off. So I'll talk you through a few of the little bits that I do, I guess, and then I might put some music on to finish the video off, and then come back at the end and chat to you about what I like and what I don't like about this picture, because otherwise we're going to be here a while just chatting, although sometimes that's nice, isn't it? What was supposed to be just like a quick and easy video for me that I could get done all in one day yesterday has now turned into 2 days. I really love a spot or a polka dot of any kind, so I thought I'd definitely start with this. And then I'll probably put a little bit of gold in. So I don't really plan how I do any of my mark making on top of these little abstracts. I find that I just get started with one, and then all the other ideas of what I want to do for the other marks throughout the piece always come to me as I go. So it really is such a nice mindful practice doing something like this. I never feel stressed. Only relax doing art like this. I do a couple of little dots in between here. Sometimes I do things and then I'm like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. But then you learn, like, even if you don't think you learn anything while you're creating something, you actually do. You just don't realise it. It's like it's always stored into the bank of like, oh, I'm not going to do that anymore in the future. And then you, I don't know, you just remember, don't you? Like, oh, this didn't work, that didn't work. I think I would like to do a darker version of this as stripe, but I'll probably mix it with a bit of the red on my palette. Can you see my palette? Yeah, you can see my palette now. Yeah, I think I always kind of use the little, like this circle here. You know, I don't want to do the same kind of circles or dots on the next one. So I thought I would do like just rings around this one perhaps. feel like it's quite a lucky a lucky thing to have my mum involved with my little business now, because we always say that my mum is cursed with success. It always seems like everything she has a go at, she makes a great success of it, almost too much. So hopefully she brings me some luck for my new shop launch here. She's been a professional cake maker before. She used to make wedding cakes, birthday cakes, all of the most extravagant cakes you've ever seen. She even had a cake on the X Factor once. I don't even know how that come about now. I can't remember. But it was one of the contestants' birthdays. Can't remember his name now. Nicholas something. It was years ago. It's a few years ago. Can't remember even who was on that series of X Factor. It doesn't even exist anymore, does it? But yeah, she had a cake on X Factor and it was presented live on stage. That was really good. And what other things had she done? She made a cake for an actor from Game of Thrones once. I think that's like as far as her like stars went that she made cakes for. But she made a lot of cakes and she was very, very busy. And in the end, she took on just so much that she got incredibly burnt out and just couldn't handle it anymore. And then what did she do after cakes? She did what did she make? Oh, she made like these headband wrap things, like you wrapped over your head. That sounds ridiculous. There was like all the fashion a few years ago, and you wore them like a headband, but I wish I could explain. I'll have to try and find a picture. She made those. She put them on a Facebook group. And she put a few of them on Etsy and she put them on a Facebook group, and within literally, so they were crocheted. So she had this little crochet, they weren't even hand crochet, just she had this little crochet machine, and she put them on a Facebook group, and within like one night she had over 30 orders, something like that, and then it just grew and grew and grew, and she was so busy. She was getting over 100 orders a day in the over Christmas time at one point. Me and my husband had to help her make them and help her package them. So she makes things really well. So usually I'm like an absolute control freak and I like to have control of everything. And so when I thought about her making the pencil balls, I was like, oh, but are you going to do them the way that I want them done? But really, she's going to make them better than I could imagine, I think. She's done loads more as well. She's so creative. My mum's very creative. My granddad was very creative. Cool, I can't stop talking today. Even though I'm here on my own, talking to myself, I feel like I'm talking to you guys. I can't, it's really weird. It's like I feel like I can hear you, you know? Like even though I'm not getting any words back at the moment, I know that you're listening and it's just nice. I enjoy this. It's been a bit of a manic day today. So this is nice. What's funny is I don't even have time really to do this. I don't actually have much time to sit down and create art at the moment, so I'm really making the most of it. Just because the journals are taking a really long time to make. I'm hoping to have about I'm trying to make 18 for the shop launch. Whether there will be 18 in the shop launch or whether more will follow a week later, I'm not 100% sure. I've just got so many ideas at the minute. So many ideas. my family is a travelling showman family. So I grew up on fun fairs, living on fun fairs. My granddad owned one of the fun fairs travelling around Northamptonshire. And he used to paint all of the like rounding boards for the rides, you know, in like the old-fashioned fun fair style. He used to be really good doing the really cool writing that you see at like carnivals and fun fairs. We don't travel with the fair anymore. If you've been around my channel for a while, or around October time, you know that we run a Halloween event in Northamptonshire, which is where I come from. And that's kind of a big thing in the area. So we still do that, but other than that now, my family's not on the fair anymore. We do a car boot sale on the weekend. So whenever I talk to any American friends about a car boot sale, they don't really know what I'm talking about. So it's, I guess, like a garage sale, but everyone goes to a field in the morning, early in the morning, and sells all their old junk. And sometimes you get some real treasures, but out the boots of your cars, I guess. And you like build a little table up. Any English British person listening to this are like, oh, we know what a car boot sale is. But on holiday, and we met lots of Canadian people and also American people, they didn't know what I was talking about. Car boot sale. But yeah, we have a burger van on a car boot sale on a Sunday. So that's what I do in the summer, mostly. That's why Saturdays are always quite manic, because we're getting ready for that. So yeah, this is like my entire life story now. What else can we talk about? I'll talk a little bit longer and then I might time-lapse the rest of this. Still a lovely day here today. Beautiful sunshine. I'd really love to work more on some art challenges soon. Like, I'd love to finish Katie Moody's Sketchbook Joy art challenge, which I started and never got to finish. I think I got halfway through that one, but sometimes there's priorities, isn't there? And at the moment, the actual creating of the art is not the priority. But then when I say that, I kind of think like, oh, I could do like 5 minutes. I love just sitting and creating, like drawing really, really fast chickens after Katie Moody's live Patreon session where we did, was it 5-minute chickens? Can't remember now. I think we did 2 minutes and 5 minutes. After that, I can't get enough of drawing chickens really fast. I think it's so much fun. Chickens and what was the other? Fish. Chickens and fish. And I'd like to do some ducks and like some birds and butterflies and stuff. Okay, so I've done circle dots here. So what else can I do here? I think I might. So I want to do some lines. I want to do something red here, or maybe around here. No, because that's red. Okay, so I'm gonna do some red lines, I think. Yeah, I think this will be nice. I've missed just working with these Gansai paints like this. I'll probably do this a lot more now. Now I've done it once, I've got the bug, I think. Just nice and relaxing, playing with my colour palettes. And I've been making the colour palettes the past few months, but I haven't actually done any of them myself, only a couple. I did some and used it for the collage prompt in Katie Moody's challenge, 30 Days of Sketchbook Joy, and that was a lot of fun. I love using colour palettes for collage because I love like rooting through all my stash of collage papers and like getting bits to match and stuff, and so I end up using a lot of the collage papers that I don't necessarily love, or they don't necessarily like, they wouldn't be my first choice of ones that I would choose. Do you know what I mean? So when I'm using a colour palette, then whatever matches the colour palette tends to be what I use. So another good reason for using colour palettes is because you use your paints that you don't usually use. Like some of my paints would probably be would stay in my Kuretake box and not be touched for for ages because they're not necessarily the colours that I would choose. It's like this palette. When I first picked it out and I just looked at the colours, I thought this is like a Christmas colour palette. Like, it's not really the colours I would choose. I mean, I love my pea green, obviously, but the other ones, you know, it's just such a great way of experimenting and actually using colours that you wouldn't normally reach for, using colour combos you wouldn't normally reach for. I'd even recommend you making your own colour palettes out of your own photos. You can even just use like a colour picker tool for it. So I think I'm going to put this, the last few details that I'm going to add to this, well, last few, I'm going to add a little bit to everything here, but I'm going to put this on a time lapse now with a little bit of relaxing music for your Sunday afternoon, if it is Sunday when you're watching this. Whoops. Yeah, and I'll come back at the end and I can talk to you about what I like, what I don't like, and whether I thought that this artwork was a success or not, even though it doesn't really matter if it was or not. Anyway, I shall see you and talk to you again at the end of the video, guys. Okay, so I think I'm all finished. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse then. If I would do this in real time with the mark making as well, this video would be probably like 2 hours long, I guess. So the time lapse is probably for the best. So now we're obviously going to do the most satisfying part, which is take the tape off. And I really like how this came out, actually, considering I thought that the palette was going to be a bit Christmassy. I think it does look very much like springtime and like cherry blossoms, and yeah, just definitely does remind me of spring. In regards to my mark making, I really like what I've done here. I definitely took inspiration from the book, so I did like, well, kind of. I did take inspiration, but I guess I did things a little bit differently. I've looked at this book so much now with all of the different mark making ideas and everything in here that I kind of think that a lot of the time it's just ingrained in my brain, but I still forget. Like, that would have been nice to do something like that. Maybe some like wiggly lines around. So this book is just so full of inspiration. It's absolutely perfect. It might have been nice if I'd have done some little like just really simple little flower shapes, like something like that would have been lovely. Obviously I couldn't have done the masking fluid, but I could have done it with a darker green on top of the lighter green. But that's an idea for next time. As I said before, I think I could probably fill an entire sketchbook up just doing this one pattern because I enjoy it so much. I think I said that before anyways. So I love the gold, and I think my favourite little circle is this one with the darker pink lines with the little white dots in. I've got so much washi tape in this book. Yeah, I really like that one. I don't really like that I put the black in the middle of those circles, but maybe I could just put, because it feels like it's not really like a middle piece. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the black just darkened it up. If I put a few white dots in here, maybe that'll bring that out a bit more. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that was really, really nice. I really enjoyed just relaxing today and creating this artwork. I thought while we're here I would show you... Oh look, this is another one that I did. I really like this one. So it's a bit different. I could have looked back at my other artworks really to see inspiration. I love the colours on this one. So that was another colour palette. I wrote down what the themes were for the palettes that I was using, but this one will just be April palettes, I guess. And then I think I did one more in here. I don't want to show you the entire of this sketchbook because I'm going to be making a sketchbook tour soon. Where is it? It's one of my favourite colour palettes. It was. Sorry guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, I love this colour palette. This was might have been, no, it wasn't my first, but this was when I first got my Daniel Smith watercolours. So all of a sudden everything took a step more vibrant. So I love my Kuretake Gansai Tambi. I really love them. I think they're so fun to work with. But the colour saturation and vibrance is absolutely nothing on the Daniel Smith watercolours. They dry so vibrant, and I just will forever love them. So especially this orange and the pink tones in this one I love. So which one's your favourite out of all three? So we've got this one. Hang on, we're going to go back to, I think it was in November. So the springtime one, the November colour palette one, or the, oh, that one was done in November too. But it was October colour palette. So we got the October colour palette one, the November one, or the spring one, April one. Which one is your favourite? Let me know in the comments. I forgot what they were called then. But yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed this video and enjoyed hanging out with me today. Sorry I never got the Holbein luminous watercolour video done, but I'll definitely have it done either for Wednesday or Sunday. I feel like I've kind of promised about doing 2 videos a week, and even in the beginning of this video I said I don't want to let myself down with it, but also I'm just not, I just don't know how I'm going to be able to do everything, but I'm going to try, so we'll see. But if not, I will definitely see you on Sunday with my Holbein luminous watercolor video. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, don't forget, mark your calendars, as April the 11th is going to be the launch of the pocket palettes, and also all of my handmade art journals and pencil rolls, thanks to my mum. And yeah, I think that's it for today. And I hope you all have a lovely week this week. And I hope you're all well. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the links and everything to everything I've used will all be in the description. So check them out if you're interested. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.